Kyle's also been making waves there. I mean, winning that coin box is pretty good, taking ZB out the last 2 times I think they played, like pretty solid in the head-to-head here. And Cake, what could be said about Cake other than perhaps the best in the game right now, pretty uncontested. Marlon is making their way back.
Yeah,
We'll see if Marlon has what it takes to keep up with Cake, who, yeah, man, it's so funny. Cake, like, is so good, but I feel like he doesn't even, like, try that hard. Is that weird to say? Like, it doesn't feel like he's ever, like, sweating. He's like, I don't know. Maybe he does this like crazy.
There's definitely an element. I mean, Cake is just a player who, in general, is very composed. Like, even when he gets kind of mad, it's the type of mad where it's like you don't make any facial expression. You just walk away and you just find a quiet place to like let it simmer for a second. But like, just in general, very composed player. I feel like the most I've ever seen him pop off was probably the Riptide where he dislocated his shoulder.
Oh man,
which is a pretty intense pop off. Don't get me wrong,
but
that's one of the only times I've seen him like pop off super hard, and that was like 4 years ago.
Shoulder.
So, yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, careful, guys. Careful popping off. Soul Rifle. I mean, you're gonna hurt yourself and everyone around you.
Yeah, seriously. All right, though. So we got the I mean, this is a classic matchup right here. Forceburn and Zetterburn.
Yeah, lore-wise, guys.
Yeah, lore matchup, but also like 2 characters who are, for all things considered, fairly well-rounded.
Yeah, like, I think right now they're quite good, quite high on the tier list here.
Yep, that too. Yeah, like the fire characters in general, like they tend to have like a pretty healthy mix. Like Loxodon's kind of become a major exception, but they tend to have a pretty healthy mix of like good mobility, good range, like good kill power. Usually their recoveries are the only kind of consistent weakness.
True, that could be, definitely could be said. Oh,
ooh boy, and we're seeing right there. I think switch air dodge into ledge and get punished for that change.
Right, yeah.
This month.
Do not get invincibility when you air dodge to ledge anymore. Cake takes it here. First stock right now. Alright, Switch going to have to get some sort of edge guard, but it's tough. I think Forceburn definitely has one of the hardest edge guards or recoveries to edge guard in this game. It's just not only does Forceburn have like a ton of mix-ups with the smoke and the teleporting, but it's like when they just make the clone and don't throw, clone just explodes on you.
On paper, it's not too bad, and I find like a lot of bad Forceburns are like the most susceptible to getting ledge hogged of like anybody in the game.
Yeah.
But when you effectively use clone, you can throw out so many hitboxes that it becomes pretty disorienting to know like what I have to space around.
Yeah, I mean, look at Cake right now. 123 on Switch, a stock ahead. Kind of like an unbreakable wall right here, Kyle. Switch can't get anything like meaningful right now. Okay, big forward air, that's like kind of meaningful, but now we have to try to edge guard. Okay, that was probably one of the worst recoveries yet, but you know, I mean, Cake is still an advantage right now.
Yeah, even when you like DI the Cape kind of effectively and you don't let him get the strongs, like the knife hits, you can still just kind of throw out like a jab or something and keep you in a really uncomfortable situation.
Yeah. Oh, man, that'll do it for sure. 13 damage back air right now. -1 on shield or something like that. Really, really good aerial.
Really good aerial. Same as it ever was.
Yeah. Cake is really running away with this right now. Switch gotta maybe get like a fire F throw. Like, okay, interesting edge hog there. A lot to climb back here though. 2 stocks on Cake right now. A little bit of a fire hit. The up smash probably would have led into a longer string for sure.
No doubt about it. Like, I am definitely significantly more scared of Zetterburn punish than Force punish.
Oh yeah.
So Switch, you know, there's a world. At the same time, Cake is just like such a consistent player and like such a monumental force to get past. That it's like, especially if he's able to get a lead like this early on.
Yeah, he's just a good player in general. Like, I didn't expect Cake to be like this good at like this kind of movement in the game, but already like perfectly effectively using like floor hugs and crouch canceling.
I mean, worth noting, like Cake was PR'd in his region for Melee, like has been as a Fox player.
I didn't know that. That's funny.
Yeah, Pittsburgh PR. I don't know how many times, but I know it's happened before. He's a very respectable Melee player, made it out of pools at majors. So
okay, word.
Or at least made it into like the later pools, maybe not like actual top 32 territory, but you know.
Gotcha.
So
Gonna have to work on this next game. Switch, where are we going? We're going back to Ho Dojo. Thinks this is truly the best stage right here. Can't say one way or the other, but I'm not really sure what to change yet.
I definitely think this is, like, I guess my thought process, this is a good Aether stage, and I think this is a good stage for enhancing your punish game. And my kind of gut is telling me that, like, stronger punishes from Switch would be one of the simplest paths to take in a game here, as we're kind of seeing right now, going insane, almost 70% off of, like, essentially, like, 1 or 2 neutral wins and just some scrambles.
Yeah, definitely some scrambles added in here, right? That could kill on the platform pretty close, but not just yet. Next up smash certainly will kill. I kind of lost track
apparently,
of time there.
Next down air will also kill. Didn't really think about that one, but, you know.
Yeah, that was definitely a rough one. Cake kind of sneaking that one in there. All right, takes that first stock again, and hopefully the momentum from Switch is not all lost here, though, as Cake is, again, kind of just continuing. Like, watch Cake edgeguard, just, like, back off the ledge and perfectly place something where the opponent is, like, most likely going to be. It's so good at that.
And it's like, Switch was really gaining momentum there. I mean, that was a phenomenal punish that opened the game off, and then just dies, and Cake is instantly able to deal 97%. Like, not necessarily unanswered, but so that's some insane extra credit. It kind of goes to show, like, when Switch gets the jets going and finally gets in, it's a good time. But this neutral and these edge guards have been insurmountable so far.
Yeah, Cake has just had quite the advantage on those fronts there. A situation came up where if Switch was, I guess, more adept at using up smash at a shield, there was a situation where that would have actually probably taken the stock. But man, again, Cake with just like the perfect placement of that sour down air is going to send Switch too far. Can't get that wall, has no resources, and all right, already next game, I mean, Cake works fast. Cake works fast, guys.
Yeah.
And Switch is good. Switch is real, quite good right now. Like easy top 8 material at like any major. So Cake is showing why they are so, so good.
I'm never going to count Switch out, but I gotta say things are looking very CakeAssault right now. It's just kind of one of those brackets.
We might have to get a little wacky on the stage pick here. Oh, this is...
Harbor's banned. Ooh, Fire Capital is not the kind of wacky that I think benefits Switch right now, if I may be so bold.
I'm not so sure. I think Zetter's like late percent kill power does not care if you're on this stage in general, but like possibly can survive. Oh, not the angle looking for. Possibly survive the back air a little longer. Maybe survive the down smash a little bit longer. So I do not hate this stage choice. You have to throw some fireballs, bro. Get that smoke out of here.
Yeah, really. I guess I kind of see what you mean, where like, yeah, Zetterburn does kind of have more kill power, so in theory you're less affected by the big blast zones, I guess, on like some level.
It's like, I think it's specifically killing off the top is what does it, because like stages don't have a ceiling that's like, it's not across the stage, right? A ceiling is like basically always capped at like a certain amount, and since he's just up smash is so strong, like it actually does not care even if you're on Fire Capital. Like, you're going to get him to 110, he's going to die to up smash.
I guess this the scary inverse of that, as much as up strong is going to be stronger than these, is like Force Cell is a pretty good up strong and also a down strong, and it doesn't, you know, the one dangerous thing is it can be really hard to recover on this stage. With the platforms being really far away, there's not really a reprieve or like any kind of plan B unless you send super high up. And Switch is really feeling the full force of that right now.
Yeah, honestly, it feels like when Cake has like a situation like this where he has Switch off stage, he's taking so much advantage of it, either getting a kill or getting a ton of damage. All right, gets another opening, a string to knock Switch off again. Can we get a kill? Man, not from that down throw. Good DI from Cake to escape that one, and Kyle is so far behind right now. Goes for the ledge there. Really can't get. F throw probably wouldn't even have killed there. This is super rough for Switch.
That it is. Oh boy.
God. So much shield damage. Has no shield, has no stocks, has no percent left.
Oh, and another attempt to go that ledge, but to no avail. I feel like that time he wasn't even trying. It looked like he was trying to go past it, but like just barely, and couldn't get high enough.
Yeah, maybe going for like an ambiguous angle there, where maybe tries to land on stage, but All right, it's going to be CakeAssault taking that one in a pretty swift fashion.